Hello, hello. This should be live. Let me know if you can hear me real quick in the chat, please. Also, my dad's playing music in the background. I hope to God that doesn't come through and accidentally get me copyright stricken. Uh, okay, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. You can hear me? Good. Well, fortunately, I hope you can see me. And I'm the only person here. Okay, hold on. Well, crap. This is embarrassing. I invited a lot of people over. Oh, well, we'll wait and see what happens. Oh, Starter Astaroth joined. Hello. Yeah, hair is getting long, man. I mean, compare this to my my last videos. I think it was like, last 5 months ago. It looked like I came out of a '40s movie or something. Yeah, but the hair is getting longer. I wanna see how long it can possibly make it. um, Starte can see and hear me. That's good. Welcome, Starte. Um, I know that there's only two people here, but for anybody that joins in a little later on, Astarte, we've been hanging out for a little while. She's a pretty close friend. Musings, I'm sure you two would get along pretty well. Hold on. I'm going to check something real quick. I am letting everyone know that I'm live. All right. Okay. We'll see what happens here. It'd be really embarrassing if if only two people were to show up, eh? That'd be pretty embarrassing. Oh, thanks, man. Right on. Share this out on my platforms as well. Great, thank you. Well, I guess we just wait and see what happens. Don't feel embarrassing and it's like that. I mean, this is the first live stream. I shouldn't expect a lot from this. You never know if people will show up. Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh wait, I think we got another one in here. Never mind. Hold on, I'm gonna send out a quick poll real quick. Oh, cool. What's up, Dingo? Glad to see that you're here. I'm going to send out a quick poll here. I don't know how to edit the titles of the things. I don't know how to edit the titles of the options, so I'll just do this. And here we go. There we are. Yo, just got off work at the right time. That's great, Dingo. Glad to have you. This thing, here's a fun story. This thing here has been hanging on my wall for like 2 years. It's the, remember the Odin's beard thing that I got? It isn't really a sticker, it's just a cardboard cutout thing, but I put tape on it. And it's been sitting there for like a year. And I just took it off, and I don't know if it'll stick again. Okay, good, it does. Cool. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Oh, yes, 100%. Alright, 1 hour it is. Cool. You want to know something funny that happened before before this live stream started? Is pardon me. I was playing a game with my parents. We play Rummy a lot. Rummy is a card game for those who don't know. We were playing Rummy, and almost everyone was absolutely cocky. I didn't say a word, and I got over half than everyone else. My mother and my father was playing with me. My sister was asleep. We got Doc Stivel. I think that's how you say that name, Doc Stigville. I don't know. I know that Thorn pronounces your name as Stivel. For anyone that doesn't know, DH Thorn, he's a guy that I've been hanging out with for maybe a year so far. Like, not hanging out, over the internet. But he's just as wise as I am. I learned, like, I don't mean to put you down, musings, but I put him as maybe equivalent to you. No disrespect to either of you. And Good Musing says, used to play that with my grandfather as a kid. That's nice. Yeah, Rummy's been one of my favorite games ever since I was like 6. It's always been interesting. Also, you guys want to see me drink out of a chalice? I got this thing for my last Christmas. It's amazing. Look at that. Napalm Smoothie says, both of you are very smart and interesting. Thank you, Napalm. I'm glad that you could say that. All right, awesome. We're getting more people. Good to see that efforts were not wasted here. I shouldn't do that. I don't usually do that. I was doing it for dramatic effect. Cheers, folks. You see, I can't do Jesse's thing. I can't do scotch since I'm underage, so Coke is like the next best thing for me. Rumi? Napalm, you love Rumi? Is that another way of spelling it? I didn't know that. I usually pronounce it, or not pronounce, but spell it Rummy. Yeah, Skull Midgards. Doc Stivel says, Saturday, so a lot of people still out and about. Yeah. Saturday is like the day for me. It's like the best time to relax all the time. Oh, you don't know how to spell it? Here, let me I'm gonna type it out in chat for you. There we are. I was playing 500 Rummy with the folks. So, this live stream isn't gonna really be much. I mean, I'm gonna like BS a little, maybe figure out how things work, tell stories, answer questions if you guys have any, because I would love to answer questions. That's sort of the reason why I have this thing going. But we'll Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Oh, Rummy. Always there when in times of absolute boredom. So, yeah, in the meanwhile, let's get this started. If any of you have any questions for me, then I'd be glad to answer. Or if not, we can just keep talking. I don't know. I'm watching Naked Lunch, weird film. I know what like Naked Lunch is, but it doesn't sound like it's something I should watch. My phone's going to die. Oh, well, it was nice having you, Napalm. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do about that. See you later, unless you intend on coming back. It was nice having you. Cheers. That is a very strange film. What is that? I've never heard of that. Hold on. If I leave this page, Jesse, I know you do live streams a lot. If I leave this live streaming page, it isn't going to end the live stream, right? Like I can just look something up real quick. I need to see what this is. Oh wait, never mind. I got a phone next to me. Duh. Hold on now. Oh, what's the link? Crap. Hold on. Okay. I should have another person coming in. His name's CM Hill McKinnon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's a pretty cool guy. He hangs around with us too. All right. Well, also before I forget, nobody do anything with super chats or super stickers because I don't know how they work yet. I don't even know if they're activated yet. Just don't do anything with that because I don't know how it works. Give me a minute. What is this? Blank-faced bug killer Bill Lee and his dead-faced wife Joan like to get high on Bill's pest poisons while lounging with beat pals after meeting with the devilish Dr. Benway. A glitch drug made from a centipede. That's interesting. Yeah, I never heard of this movie, but I'll have to check it out. I do not know about it. Based on William S. Burroughs' book. I don't know who that is either. I'm very uncultured. You can open a new tab browser window and it will keep the live stream going. Super chat features are only activated if your channel is monetized. You also have to be over 18 years old. But I am 18 years old. No, I'm not. So the channel has to be monetized. Well, crap. I'm a long way from getting there, so I guess we're not going to be doing that for a while. But it's good to have you guys on. It's good to have this in. Also, I won't be doing call-ins yet. I don't know how that works either. I think I have to set something up with Zoom, but I don't know how that's going to work. Doc Seibel says, read the book. Anything Burroughs is weird. How weird are we talking? Are we talking like Dr. Seuss weird or Lovecraft weird? It's basically about heroin addiction. Interesting. Well, I'll definitely look into it, but I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Similar to Lovecraft. Interesting. Yep, last time I checked the requirements for channel monetization, it's 1K subscribers and 4K hours of... Jesus, 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm a long way from there. Okay, well, we'll see about that, I guess. Starte says, take beat poet, add 2 measures of hallucinogens, opioids, and some closet homosexuality. There you are. I don't know what beat poet is either. I'm very sorry. I'm like completely uncultured for everything. I've been locked in my room for like 3 years. I don't know anything. David Rodenzo. Hello. Glad to see you. Welcome to the chat. Dark stuff, etc. That's a good description. Cool. See, we're getting some more people here. Live streaming helps rack up the watch hours. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, I've been on like 3-hour live streams before. But we're not going to do 3 hours, obviously. Not yet, at least. Since people agreed on me doing a 1-hour live stream for the first one, but we'll see where it goes. Beatnik poetry. I'm not certain of how she nailed it, but I trust that she nailed it. Doug Stivel says if Lovecraft and Crowley had a baby, that would be. Have you ever seen the? Crap, what's that book called? Hold on. Hold on. Dunwich Horror, right? If Lovecraft and Crowley had a baby, that'd just be the Dunwich Horror all over again. Freaking abominations. I keep grabbing my can. I forget that I drink out of a freaking chalice. Call me egotistical. I deserve to. Well, we ran the tap dry pretty quickly of what we're talking about here, huh? Ask me questions. That's what I need. Prince of Cups over there. I know that it's a tarot reference, but I don't know what it means. Hold on. Prince of Cups. Hold on a minute. The Knight. No, that's not right. Okay, never mind. It's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the classic romantic of the tarot deck. He is in touch with his intuition and emotions. He uses them masterfully to charm and attract others. I'll consider that a compliment. Okay. Thanks, Dingo. Unless that wasn't supposed to be a tarot joke. Just making a pun about the chalice. All right, cool. Midgard Musing says that chalice is awesome. Keep it as a thing when you live stream. Oh, don't worry, I definitely will. This thing's staying around for a long time. The only problem is potential lack of Coke. Coca-Cola, YouTube. You know what I meant. Drinking out of cups. Yeah, Jesse, you sure do know a thing about drinking out of cups, don't you? No, never mind. Scratch that. You just want to you drink straight out of the bottle. But yeah, I'd say that's a fair assessment. Huh. Who put that floor there? I didn't pay for that floor. Why you always drink out of your chalice? I do. It's like a thing for me now. Ever since I got it. No Coke and whiskey tonight. Yeah, unfortunately not. I mean, sucks to be 14. Waiting until I'm 21. We'll see where it goes. My hair keeps getting This is a problem with having long hair. It always gets in your freaking face. And whenever you pull it back, you look like an idiot because you suddenly get a ponytail going. Not to insult anybody with ponytails on here. It's just I don't really like them. They don't match with me. You see, I don't like showing my ears. I think it looks weird to me. I look like present day Jesus if I did that. It's at that annoying point. Yeah, sorta, but I want to keep it going. I want to see how long I can last with it. And you see this stupid thing too. I don't know why. This thing just keeps curling up. I don't know why it does this. I hate it. I love man buns. Huh. I I got some mixed opinions on that, but all right. Bingo dingo. Sorry. I keep mine tied up pretty often since mine got shorter. I just had to say it. The longer it gets, it will be better. Yeah, I trust that. I'm waiting until I can get the beard going. uh, I don't want to really be saying names here, but I want to get that like. You ever see this guy named on YouTube? I think it's pronounced Penguins Zero. I want to get that kind of look going. I'm not sure of how long it's gonna take. He looks cool to me. I just mentioned someone that almost nobody knows. I'm sure of it. Well, actually, everyone knows him. He's super huge. Beatnik poetry. That sounds like something Jack Kerouac would write. Still don't know anything about that. Midgard musings. Man buns are practical, especially when your hair reaches down to your lower back like mine. Dude, Midgard, in my opinion, you're lucky. You persist a lot. Starte. Yes, William S. Burroughs was friends with that group. Still know nothing about it. Dingo, hopefully you're able. Once it gets past your shoulders, it's not bad. I mean, it's getting there. Some are not capable of a beard. Yeah, Dingo, I agree with you. But I think I have that sort of complexion. I think I can go for it. I think a beard would fit on me. Maybe when I'm older. It would look weird on this 14-year-old face, of course, but age me up like 20 years. We'll see. Kerouac actually came up with the name Naked Lunch for Burroughs' book. I still know nothing about it. I'm just going to leave the Burroughs book stuff to you guys because I can't really touch on it much. I don't talk about something I don't know about. My old keyboard player tried, but it looked like... Wait. My old keyboard player tried, but it looked like he had mange. His body just won't. Okay. It's a labor of love. Napalm Smoothie says the Dunwich Horror can live in my attic if it wants. I mean, if the Dunwich Horror just for some reason existed, I would allow it in my house. I don't know anyone who wouldn't. I mean, sure, it's a terrible monster. It'll probably devour you whole, but I mean, that'd be one hell of a way to die, hey? What should I feed it? Humans. Humans. It's either that or goats, one or two. No, cows. I think it ate a cow once. For any of you who don't know what I'm talking about, The Dunwich Horror was an awesome book by H.P. Lovecraft. It's basically about a woman who gets impregnated by some sort of deity who's named Yog-Sothoth, which is basically the embodiment of the universe, sort of, and it's like a monstrosity. And that child comes out. It ages super quickly for some reason. And it eventually deforms into a monster after trying to find a book called the Necronomicon to try and summon his father, who is, again, Yog-Sothoth. Dingo says, feed it rich people. Yes. But that's basically what the Dunwich Horror is. It's about a kid that was born from a deity and a female human. It tries going after some spellbook called the Necronomicon to try and revive its father. It has weird abnormal properties. Eventually, it becomes a crazy, like, half goat, half man monster, sort of, and it dies. I think people try hunting it down. Napalm Smoothie says, I hope it would like to try a Black Forest cake. Hold on. Wow. I never heard the name of it, but that looks amazing. Black Forest cake. Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty pleased by that. Pretty pleased. Rich people taste like pork. Let's not go after the elites now. What if it turns out he's diabetic? I'm not certain about that. He probably has various diseases. I'm not sure if diabetic is the one. But you want to? Yeah, I'm just kidding. You can totally pick on him. Start Astaroth says, "Tell me the insight that you had the other night during Thorn's live stream. I'm so curious about it. Which one?" You're gonna have to point to exactly what you're talking about. I'm going to grow my hair long, but it got cut today. Oh, well, I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse, Napalm, but cool. It was like one mass free. Oh, you're talking about the. It wasn't really a realization. I knew it already. It's just Thorn sort of put it into words with the computer analogy. Hold on, I'm going to share the link to this live stream because this was really fun. Hold on. As I said, for anyone who doesn't know DH Thorn, he is outstanding. He's like my main source of knowledge so far. I mean, no disrespect to you, Jesse. I consider you two equals, but wait. Hold on. What's going on here? But yeah, DH Thorn. He's a really smart guy. I'm glad to have gotten to know him. I'm glad to have gotten to be his friend. I'm not sure if he would call me that or not, but I like considering myself one. How do I share? Hold on. All right. Here we are. There is the link to the live stream. Don't go yet. I'm here. My mother just joined. She's Anna. Hi, everyone. I hear you in the room, so keep it down. You keep it down. I'm doing a live stream. I hear you laughing out there. You troll. Let's see here. He's going to grow my hair long. Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Tell me about it. People can check out Thorn at this link later, of course. Yep. Sorry, why? It's cool. Oh, that's my mother. She's a joker. Where were we here? Yeah. Thorn is he's really clever. He puts on a really dark aesthetic, but you can find nuggets of information out there. Get louder. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, be good. Wonder if she's still here spying on us. That'd be interesting. That cackle is fantastic. What cackle? What are you talking about? Why are you waving at the door, goof? I haven't moved. I haven't moved. What do you mean waving at the door? This? I don't know. What cackle? What are you talking about, Dingo? You mean my thing? That's how I laugh. I heard her make a weird noise out my door. I know she's gonna try saying something to make me look weird. I almost read Korak out of boredom. Oh, you're bored, Napalm? That's unfortunate. Am I not entertaining you good enough? The sister laugh is a cackle. Oh, that wasn't my sister. That was my mother. That's Anna Coverdale. You can see her in the chat room. Oh, I'm gonna freaking break down the door, isn't she? No, not you. Bangs on drum and Shakespeare's rattle. Okay, why not? Yes, Astarte. All right. Oh crap! She's trying to get in my door. I can hear her. Don't come in.
That's where you're doing it?
Yeah, I'm right
I
here.
thought you were over there.
No.
You have another 12 pack.
Of what?
Okay, Angel.
I drink Coke like it's no one's business. She's talking about 12 pack. She said I have another 12 pack of Coca-Cola. She's at my door right now. Do you need anything?
No.
All right, cheers. You know, I was gonna insult her, but then I forgot I was on a live stream. Hey, Mama Coverdale. Hello. Yeah, she's my mama. Well, step mama, whatever. Anytime is a good time from drumming. I don't have a drum, actually. The closest that I have is the ding of the chalice. I would. It sort of sounds like a bell when it's rung. But unfortunately, I can't do it right now because it has liquid in it. I gotta stay up until like 4 o'clock in the morning with how much Coke I'm gonna drink. I can feel it. This is definitely a Coke drinking hour. Pardon me. I use Stranger Things for percussion. You guys want to hear the greatest meditation music that I've ever heard? And you know what's really, really funny? It's from a freaking video game. Okay, I don't know if I can say the name or not. I don't know if it'll get me copyright or something. I'm just gonna say it in the chat. There we are. All right. You can say it, just not play it. Okay, cool. I'm I always assume the worst whenever it comes to copyright because I know that my parents are always concerned about it, but I don't think they understand the rules and regulations of YouTube. Guess we're just gonna sit here for a while. She used Final Fantasy music to meditate. How come everything good is in video games? It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's because like they're trying to immerse people better. Like the intent of immersion is what makes video game music so good for meditation. And it's unironic because if you say this to just anyone, it makes them sound like a fool. but it's really good. Um, Oematsu? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm probably butchering that. Is a brilliant composer. Yeah, I never really got into Final Fantasy. You guys ever listen to Doom Eternal music? That's isn't really meditation, but that's freaking cool. Oh, sorry, Astarte. I almost blew past your question there. You said I like your pendant. Is that new? Nope. I've had it for I don't know anymore. Maybe like 2 years. I remember I got it in like early 2020. So I've had it for 3 years. Yeah, this isn't anything new. I've worn it in videos before. It's pretty beautiful. I'd agree. Napalm's movie says my mom made me do it, but uh, wait, my mom made me do it, but the barber is like the best in town. Not bad. I'm comfortable with short hair. Um, Once again, not sure if that's a blessing or a curse for you. I know you wanted long hair, but assuming you look good with short hair, good for you. Good for you. Midgar Music says I've been on neo folk music kick lately. Neat Land, Heilung, Denheim, etc. I'm familiar with only some of those names. Um, but yeah, I don't really like any movements that start with neo because it makes it seem like it's something new when it isn't new at all. Like paganism, sure, it might be slightly missing some things because it is ancient. We lost a lot of the knowledge, but it isn't necessarily a recreation. I mean, there are some things that are slightly newer than the others, especially in Norse pantheon, Asatru, Vanatru, those sort of things. But generally, it's still an ancient practice in a way. My long hair was hard to brush, and it got annoying. Yeah, I don't brush my hair too often. You can see that it's pretty messy. I do that intentionally. It makes me look better, in my opinion. Doug Stivel says, "How long is pretty awesome." Yeah, tell me about it. Um, I was gonna say something, but it relates to Danheim. Have you ever heard the song? It's literally just called Odin, spelled the Norse way. It's amazing. I don't really mess with the Norse pantheon anymore. I mean, it used to be my thing, but I feel like I've stumbled upon bigger fish. It isn't really my thing. I mean, I don't mean to insult anyone who's still in the practice, but I feel like the metaphors are like there's no metaphor to it. It's just story. It's it doesn't really make a lot of sense contextually for the universe to work in that way. Like the cosmology doesn't really work with the religion. Like I'm looking for philosophy. I'm looking for like high macrocosmic level kind of things because that's usually where truth is located. It isn't usually in religion and story. The trick is to look behind that and see the metaphors that are hidden in those stories. Like freaking Garden of Eden. That was just Enki and Enlil. And what did that represent? The bringing together of order or chaos from the non dual source. That was just separation. That was just beings coming into existence. That had nothing to do with the creation of the universe. That had to do with the creation of you. Or at least that's one of the theories. There are a lot more. But that's like the main one. My dad's making stupid noises, so I apologize. I don't know if you heard that or not. He's a jokester. All right, what are we saying here? Um, uh, Happy to be in an environment which Super Bowl isn't discussed. Yeah, me too. I don't really like football. Um, isn't really my game. The time when I almost read him was in college. I need some Coke too, and Bud Light. Doc Style says A lot of it has been Christianized since we only have limited sources like the Poetic Edda. Well, yes, but technically, if you look to other sources beyond, like, just Scandinavia, you can probably find some more origins which might like point towards some other beliefs that are in the North Pantheon that we haven't discovered quite yet. You can look farther back and find things that correlate and see if there's anything in there. Um, Dingo says, and yeah, Jesse, all those brands are killer. Napalm smoothie. Anyone like Dr. Pepper? For me, no, not really. It goes flat super quickly for me. It just isn't really my thing. I mean, have you ever had Dr. Pepper cherry? Like, I thought Dr. Pepper already tasted like cherry. I feel like they just made it more pronounced with that. It was interesting. Um, I've been doing this for over 20 years. You will Pantheon hop often, most likely. Yeah, I believe that. But you see, the trick is to look behind the story and see the metaphor within it. It isn't about the story. The story is fun, but that's a mask for the truth that's hidden in there. Because they didn't really have any other way of describing it. They had metaphorical language. Because at the time, language was very limited. They didn't really fully grasp ideas like how to speak literally or metaphorically. They didn't see a difference between the two, and so they had to put it in stories, or at least that's what I think. I've been doing this, yeah. That's with any culture as far as that goes. Yeah, I agree. I mean, as I said, it's even in Christianity. Freaking the Garden of Eden that began as Enki and Enlil. That was the Sumerian beginning. Dingo said you are correct. Yeah, because you see, the entire Norse pantheon. I'm not going to explain it to you entirely, but it's more about how to live rather than why. I'm looking for the why. It teaches a lot of important life lessons, maybe, like the what was that one book in Poetic Oda? Hold on, I gotta look this up real quick. Hold on a minute. I'll look this up here. Hold on. I forgot the name of this book. Crap, why am I blanking on this? Looking up a part of the Poetic Edda here. Hold on. I don't know, screw it. But it's the one that Odin is most prevalent in. Havamal! There we are. Doxihal. You got it. The Havamal. Right. It's more about how to live rather than why. I'm looking for the reasons of the universe, not how to live with it. That comes afterwards, in my opinion. Because the thing about spirituality is, for me, it's all about trying to find truth. You can't find truth if you just focused on stories and how to live. You have to look beyond that. Or at least that's my opinion. My trick, go places where everyone tells you to avoid. That's usually where it works. Havamal is a poem within the Poetic Edda. Yes. The Havamal is it's pretty wise, yeah. It's weird. Voluspa. I have yet to read the Voluspa, but the Havamal is probably one of the wisest, yeah. Or at least in terms of how to live. It's more about life advice than anything else, really. You see, I feel like it was built more around the laws than actual spirituality. You know, like they were all about hospitality. That was in their culture. Suddenly in Havamal, you have people literally going on for like 10, 13 passages about how to be hospit I don't know how to say the word. Screw it. Jacob Dow, hey man, how's life? Pretty good, man. First live stream, pretty excited about it. I don't sound excited because I'm usually very chill, but it's good to see you, man. Which is why I really don't consider it a religion. Yeah. I don't really either. North Pantheon is more of a code than a religion, at least in my opinion. I don't mean to insult anyone who practices assault true, Vana true. I'm not going after you. I'm not going after your religion even. But I'm not really sure if it should be called a religion necessarily. I mean, it is more like a code of life or tenets that you should follow. Lessons that can be learned, like sort of like fairy tales, you know. It's I mean, the whole thing with Loki, that was just teaching you not to be a douche, basically. don't be a trickster. Again, no disrespect to any of you. Actually liked pre-haircut after I got out of the shower. Yeah, every time I get out of the shower, I'm able to slick it back, and it looks amazing. Most were more concerned with life than death. Eric Shervin, I believe, referred to it as a living religion. I'm concerned about both how they function and why. Doc Stivel says it has been put as such a model style. Good Musing says anything that directs you to attempt to connect with the sacred is religion. But I'm not looking for the sacred, I'm looking for the truth. I mean, the sacred is something that you worship. The truth is something that is learned, you know? I mean, I'm not looking for something to bow to. I'm looking for something that I can attain knowledge from, basically. I mean, remember what I said to you? Odin, when I was working with him. What was that? You guys hearing that out there? What was I saying? Right. Odin's more about showing you around than telling you how everything works, in my opinion. He wants you to figure it out yourself, which I guess is good, right? But it's less efficient towards me. Dingo. All mythology is fairy tale when you think about it, but we can pull metaphor out of everything. The key to life is quite simply. The key to life is quite simply to live. I'd say the key to life is to evolve, but that too. Stock Sival says that I don't agree with. It is spirituality. What are you talking about? What is spirituality? Wow, I'm pulling a lot more content out of this than I expected. Anything that directs you to attempt to connect with the sacred is a religion. I don't agree with it as spirituality. I guess, yeah. I'd say that spirituality is anything that directs you towards truth. Religion is anything that directs you towards comfort. At least in my opinion. Dingo says evolution is necessary for survival. But you see, the fun thing is that humans already figured out survival. We got that down. That's why I'm alive for 14 years. If I didn't have all this to sustain me, I'm certain that I would have been dead at least age 12. So now we can start evolving our own knowledge, our own minds. That's what I've been focused on this whole time. That's why I've been locked in my freaking room for 3 years, just trying to figure crap out. Doc Stivel, spirituality, not religion. Yes. Midgar Musing says, there is difference between spirituality and religion. Again, yes. Archetype religion is more like dogma and the government body, etc. Yeah, and in I'm trying to find the word. Hold on. Oh, what's the passion called? Right. In Gnosticism, that would be called the demiurge. Religion is the demiurge. It is the thing which keeps you down in a way. It's the way of life that you have to follow. It's the ethics, it's the morals, it's the codes, it's the beliefs, the blind beliefs, at least. The ones that don't really have a lot of metaphors behind, or if they do, then nobody understands it. That's what religion is to me. Dinga Dinga says, connecting with the sacred is religion. Spirituality is connecting with the self. All right, I can see that. Dinga Dinga says, what if the society falls? Well, game over then. I mean, I'm sure I could. I mean, I guess raids can be pulled if that were to happen. If technology goes away, we're all screwed because I'm certain that almost no one knows how to survive on their own. I'm sure that we'll continue going. Like, we're not going to completely die. There's not going to be a mass extinction, but a lot of people will go. Doc Stivel says, yes. Dang it. We haven't figured it out. We forgot, became too complacent with this way of life, and it's fragile. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I'm not saying we're living like kings. Well, you know me. But, I take that back. We're definitely living like kings. But you see, the thing about that is the kingdom can topple at literally any time if something goes wrong. And the funny thing is, it isn't even our kingdom. We're given all of this. We don't have, we don't really own anything, do we? It's all owned and controlled by a lot of governmental agencies that I'm afraid to say on camera. So yeah, I agree with you. Napalm Smoothie says, I had some kind of green soda once, but I forgot the brand. I tried looking for it, but I found Jolly Rancher soda. I wouldn't drink that. I'm not sure how Jolly Rancher would go as in soda. Pop. God damn it, it's pop. It will always be pop. The Northerners got it right. Linger Musing says, what Dingo said. Yeah. It says, not game over. I do. Doc Stivel, civilizations have fallen before and it will occur again. Oh yeah, over and over. I remember something interesting that somebody said. Do you guys know a guy named Sadhguru? He's a pretty big right-hand spiritualist on YouTube. He's basically he's saying that the problem isn't pollution because that can be sorted out real quickly and efficiently. The problem is soil drying up and getting bad because eventually, I mean, like desertification, I think that's a word. That's been happening quite lately, and with enough of that, everything will become unfertile and we'll die. I'm drawn to the Norse pantheon. See you later. Oh no, did Napalm Smoothie leave? Oh no, never mind. He's still here. Who left? What do you mean? What's going on here? Why'd you say see you later? Did somebody leave? Napalm? Doc Stivel says, see, the way I have observed things and how many even knew about the Norse, etc. Before Viking show, maybe 30% same within the 90s. Everyone was Scottish after Braveheart came out. Okay. Omega Musings. Pop is a Midwest thing. Well, we say it in Erie. Okay. Don't blame me. It's also northern. Quite northern. Dingo says, the soil will be fine if you take care of it. Yeah, if we take care of it. No one's going to do that, though, so game over. As Exerbia would say, congratulations, you've just won Genocide Bingo. Check out Exerbia. He's awesome. I don't know him personally, but He's a cool guy. And that is that. In the South, everything is a Coke. Yeah, that's not right. Damn Southerners, they got it twisted. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Family land is well nurtured, I assure you. Yeah, I believe that. Erie may as well be Eastern Ohio. I wouldn't really call it that. Ohio's don't mean to insult anyone from Ohio, but I don't think it's as good. I mean, I was born in Erie, Pennsylvania, so obviously I'd say that. But it's I mean, Erie is quite run down, but it's like the home of the hippies, you know? Dingo says dark for most people, yes. Huh. Hold on a minute. Oh, yeah. I don't know what is happening with me. For some reason, I'm able to crack my bones horribly. I remember I did it in a silent classroom once, and like everyone turned their head. They're giving me a confused look. It was interesting. How come we aren't getting any questions? That was a damn. I feel better after that. Yeah. Hold on a minute. There you go. Ow. Good. I felt that. Yeah, so did I. Quite vividly. I don't know why I'm able to do that. Nobody else I know is. Or nobody who is below the age of 14, at least. Yeah, it's what philosophy does to you. Not only do you lose your mind, you lose your body. Dang. Stardust says, whoa, that was loud. Yeah. My body's weird. Because you're young, lol. Yeah. You see, I got a bone to pick. For some reason, people. Wait, what? Oh, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could chuck wood, I'd say about 7. What was I going to say? Right. I got a bone to pick with some people. Nobody in this chat specifically, but just because. Okay. People say, right? This is completely unrelated to what we're talking about. People say that children aren't able to process ideas as easier. Okay, stop. Stop saying tongue twisters. You're getting me confused here. People say that children can't process ideas as easier as adults because the brains are underdeveloped. I don't believe that at all. Take me as living proof. You see, I believe that children aren't able to process it because we lie to them. Like, where do babies come from? The stork. No, don't do that. Don't ever do that, please, for the love of God. Don't ever lie to your children. I hate that. Especially when it's to protect them from something. That's garbage. um, Children are able to process things just fine. I don't believe that the brain really has to take time to. I mean, not to take time to. Of course, it advances and grows. What I'm saying is that it should be able to function perfectly fine by the time it comes out. Because otherwise, I mean, nature is pretty underdeveloped then, no? Let's see here. How many looks does it take to get to the center of the universe? Infinite, assuming the center is nowhere and everywhere at the same time. Wait till you get arthritis. You meet my daughter, she's 6. Difference is knowledge versus actual experience. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, scientists say that babies literally aren't able to process things. Like, not necessarily babies, because that makes sense. They just popped out, they don't know what's going on. But I mean, like, ages 4 to 6, let's say, like 4 to 18. Why not? for some reason, people say that the brain is underdeveloped at that time and that they need to be treated a certain way. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I don't like that at all. Children are perfectly fine. You see, I don't know if it's just a gift for me or something. I don't like saying that because it makes me sound completely egotistical. But I mean, really, children are able to think on their own just fine. We can process everything that you can process. I've toppled 40-year-olds with what I know. I'm not exaggerating. It could just be because everyone I live near is like an idiot in my school. I mean, I don't mean to talk them down, but really, guys, it's bad. Don't move here. But it seems like I just don't get it. Why do people think that certain people just aren't able to process things? I mean, I get it, right? If you were to be raised up with a certain mindset, but they aren't able to process it because you were raised up with a certain mindset. It's stupid. Okay, let's read what the chat has to say. I've gone on for too long. Where are we here? She said an existential crisis at 3. I mean, I've had him since I was born. Start After says, if you tell your very young child where babies come from, they will tell their friends, and you will get several upsetting calls from your child's friends' parents. That's their concern. That doesn't matter. The point is that they understand what's going on. I don't like it when people lie to people. I hate that. Even if they're like young little kids and they're trying to protect them from the worst thing in the world. Like, your mother's up in heaven. No, she's in a grave. Don't be dumb, man. I mean, unless that's really your belief, that's fine. But if you're like an atheist and you tell a kid that somebody's in heaven just to protect them from having an existential crisis or something, that's ridiculous to me. I hate it. Where are we? 100 Dingo. Children are just tiny adults. That has been forgotten by most. I mean, in my words, I say this whenever adults bring this up to me. Adults are just overgrown elitist children. That's what I say. Starte says, I disagree. Wait, where are we? Duck Stival says, of course you do. You were young. No, she's 63. Dingo says, I never lied to my daughter. Never baby talk either. That's good. Your Musing says, the mind is very fragile at that age. No. No, it isn't. I mean, unless I've been hardened by war or something. It isn't at all. Doc Stival says, the average person is not like yourself. Thank you, Doc. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an insult, but I'll take it. Dingo says, agreed, Jesse. It's not like a cognitive issue. It's more of an emotional thing. Come on, guys. We're fine. I mean, we might get a little disturbed, might get a little PTSD from thinking about this kind of crap, but I think that's a part of the process. I mean, nobody gets there without the refining. Think of depression like fire. It's a refining tool. It's supposed to get you somewhere, especially in spirituality, especially in magic, because that's where it all comes from. I mean, treat depression, treat the shadows as a way of letting your mind and body know what's going on internally and how you can fix it. That's the process of improvement. You need that. You need PTSD, no matter how bad that sounds. You need to at least be disturbed once. I'm serious, guys. I mean, I'm literally calling pain a bad thing. I mean, pain a good thing. That sounds a little crazy, but it really is when you think about it. Pain has value. It can be used as a tool of refining yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You can do everything with pain. It's like the ultimate evolver. Quite literally, too, like biologically. Where are we here? Also, you're comparing. Wait, what? Hold on. Also, you're comparing with your own experience so far, where scientists have test groups to observe. Well, they haven't been observing long enough, because eventually, with enough thinking about it, you get people like me. Once again, not trying to sound egotistical, although I'm completely egotistical and take that word as a compliment, but Santa's not real, evil laugh. Yeah, that's the spirit. Adults are indeed big children. Yeah. Starte says very old and very young. Oh, I used to run a restaurant. I had 50-year-olds that acted like children. Oh, yeah. Doc style. But yes, it was meant as a compliment. That's good. Thank you. It's parents' job to protect their children from things they cannot process yet. BS. I mean, they can give them a guiding hand, but I don't think they should just completely eliminate the problem. That gets them nowhere. You need pain in your life. If not, then you're not having the full experience, and I'd argue that you technically aren't even alive. If you don't have at least one bad experience, you aren't a living person to me. Seriously. Because pain is a part of the human experience. Without one, you cannot have the other. Wyatt and I can argue about this a lot. I know, Astaroth. That's why the stream's still going. I said we'll end it at an hour, but I guess we'll do two. Why not? This is getting fun. Where are we here? Oh, if that is the case, I have a surplus of it. There are lots of childish adults, not in a good way, unfortunately. Yeah. That's what you gain as you get older. Astarte, they can process it, but they may need to go through a few things before they understand. That's the point, man. They have to go through those things. That's why the term spirituality isn't for everyone. It really isn't. Because it's a painful process. It's really damn hard. I mean, do you think I just got this right off the bat? I had like 3 other people help me along with this. It's not a one and done kind of thing. I've been doing this for 5 years. It's really damn hard. You gotta be persistent with it, and you gotta fight through really painful, agonizing, not only depression, but also just physical pain in general. Like, my body, I'm pretty sure, is deteriorating by now. Let's see here. So wait, he said that the last 100 or so years, these psychologists are wrong. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. CM Helen Kanan, good to have you. Good to see you here. Astaroth, yeah, totally. I think it's important to be honest about how crap things can be in a way that doesn't leave them with trauma. No, you should leave them with trauma. That's sort of the point. I mean, I didn't. The trauma is the thing that gets them there. Midgard says life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is trying to sell something. Oh no, they use the life is pain thing a lot. I mean, think about freaking Metaverse. You know that the Oculus Rift thing. Life is pain. Plug into virtual reality. They do that all the time. Dingo says right. Samsara. Yeah. Helen McCain says no. That's a demiurge, literally. Though. Starday says Excuse me. I have hiccups. I can say that at 14 I thought I knew everything as well. I was wrong. Well, this time I'm not. Because I've actually been doing this for a while. Wait till you hit 30. You think you're deteriorating now. That's when it starts. Yeah, I'm... My teenage body isn't vulnerable to most sugar damage. But once it gets serious, I'll start caring about myself a little more. Dingo says... Oh, wait, no, I just read that. The 30 thing. CM says greetings. Oh, geez, what a voice crack. Jesus. Yeah, good to see you. That's how I didn't have the internet when I was 14. Yeah. We all were duck. Yeah. Actually, I think I just noticed something. Everyone in the chat room right now is either 20 to 60 years old. My God. I can't believe this is the kind of audience I'm opposing to. This is a beautiful thing. Boy of 8, father knows everything. Boy of 14, father is an idiot. Boy of 30, maybe my father knows everything. Boy of 60, if only I could ask my father. I mean, not to put my father down, I don't think that's gotta be me. He's intelligent. He's smart. I just don't think I'm trying to go independent. That's sort of. I mean, that isn't the only reason why YouTube started. The primary reason of why YouTube started is so I can teach you guys something, or so I can spread my word, sort of. It's like my passion to do these sort of things. The secondary reason is so I can go independent and try going freelance. Uh, Part of growth is admitting when you're wrong. But I'm not wrong. That's the thing, Midgard. Everything that I've been saying so far is truthful. I mean, I'm opinionated. I can agree, but my opinions are mostly based on truth. If your opinions are based on facts, then they aren't really opinions, and therefore everything you say is accurate. That's what I learned. Stardate says beautiful. Dingo says no one was on my wavelength at your age as well, man. Yeah, I can tell that you're definitely one of them, Dingo. Stardate says Wyatt, I am never wrong. Not to say that I'm never wrong. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll probably accept it. But I'm just saying, most of the time I'm not. Once again, I sound completely egotistical. But, I mean, here we are. I've been studying this kind of stuff. Dingo says, oh, jeez. I've been speaking for too long. The voice crack is starting to kick in. Dingo says, speaking of development, yes, you have become independent. That must occur at your age. I agree. I think that people should sort of be pushed towards independence slightly more. I feel like that would make stronger people, or for some of us at least. Never said you were. I know you never did. I know you didn't, dude. I'm just saying that most of the time I'm not. Oxidal says, best advice is to learn humility. I can see you lack this a lot. Yeah, I can agree. I mean, strike me down if I'm wrong, but other than that, I'm going to present what I have to say to you. If I am wrong, then please, I encourage you all to disprove what I'm doing. Even if it sounds like the most correct thing in the world, I want you to try and disprove this. Because what I learned is the more you can disprove what I'm saying, the closer I can get to the truth, and the more we can get to the truth. So, the more I'm wrong, the more I can pick out and see what's right. So, I'm not lacking humility. If anything, I have too much of it. But it's the most efficient way that I've learned to. Yeah, I'm going for efficiency. Midgard says my ego died some time ago. Yeah. Ego death only occurs when you're in that state, right? I mean, eventually you have to snap back at that. It isn't like a thing that you have to constantly maintain. Dingo says, because you have to become independent. That's why you're right most of the time. Yeah. Remove the quotations. Yeah, Jesse. Study says, there are advantages in being humble and in being overly confident. Yeah. I don't think I'm being overly confident. I mean, once again, I've been doing this for a while, and I mean, I have evidence so far that I'm like taking down people who have been doing this for 10 plus years. I feel like I should be prideful of my work. Isn't really that egotistical to be so, or at least I don't believe. You can disagree with me, but I believe it. Dino says it's a process for sure. Wyatt is running with the confident approach. I found it is a part of who he is. Yeah, definitely. I guess I could be a little stupidly confident at times, but that's usually outside of the spirituality talk. CM says humility is a way for the ego to feel good about itself. Humility can become a virtue of temperance when it isn't an egotistic desire. CM knows what's going on. You can see it. Okay, yeah. I agree. I mean, humility is good, right? But, I mean, if you aren't wrong about something, then why try and be humble about it? You know? If you aren't wrong about something, you should be prideful in saying that you're right about it. Or at least that's my opinion. Yes, that's proving my point. Midgard says, middling wise a man should be. A wise man's heart is seldom cheerful, but when some of us choose righteous knowledge over joy and pay the price in sorrow. Yeah. You see, what I've learned quickly is that first it comes the happy, whoa, this is awesome, look at magic, this is so cool part. And then it becomes, oh my god, everything is terrible, I know everything now part. And then after that, you just go back to the, that's pretty fun part. Eventually, you just go back. That's sort of the part of it is acceptance. It's just one big test for the mind. Dingo says, something about truth, it doesn't exist, not singularity. Yeah. Well, it depends on what perspective you're talking about. I mean, a void is technically the same as singularity, assuming it's infinite. Oh, singularly. I just went on a rant that has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Never mind. But yeah, I guess I agree with you. It definitely comes down in different parts, but eventually everything can be traced back to a non-dual truth. Doc Stivel says, where is your work? You have a book or a blog, etc.? Just curious. Not yet, but I'm working on it. I have a sort of theory going. I want to know how to word it. Not fully there yet, but it involves a Coverdale model that I'm working on. Not going to spoil anything quite yet, but that's where I'm leaning towards. Yeah, Dingo says, I never said dual. Well, I mean, I just mean non anything other than one, like non-dual, non-trinitarian. It doesn't matter. It's just eventually everything can be traced back to a singular source, or at least I believe. Duality only exists in electronics. What does that mean? Coverdalianism. Nah. I'm not gonna have a name for it. It's just gonna be another school of philosophy once I'm done with it. What do you mean, Dingo, that duality only exists in electronics? Positive and negative currents? Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily make them dual. That's just how we perceive them. They're still currents altogether. There's the you that your mom sees, your dad. There's the you that exists to yourself, etc. Okay. Next title says matter and antimatter. No difference, depending on how you're looking at it. I mean, assuming the universe is infinite, right? And there are infinite universes, which I don't mean infinite universes as in like the bubble theory, because that doesn't make sense contextually. If that were how it worked, then everything would collapse in on itself, and it would just be a singularity again. But assuming the universe is infinite, that also means that there's infinite matter in it, and clearly there's more space than there is matter. But assuming it's infinite, there's technically equal amounts of space and matter. They're both equally a kind of void in the universe, and so that makes them one thing. I'm using soul complex. CM Nicaden. The 1 and the 0 are individuate but not separate. There you go. Dingo says, there are multiple versions of you. They're all true. They're all different. Well, that could be argued with, because there are infinite numbers of me, assuming the theory exists. And they're both true and false at the same time, but they're also different and the same at the same time. So that's where non-dual comes in, because assuming there are multiple universes where this is happening right now in the exact same moment, but there's also multiple universes where something completely else is happening. That makes it all just a single point or a single void, depending on how you look at it. It's just like there's no difference between 1 and 0 is what I'm saying. 0 and infinity are equal. Kingdom of Vinland says, howdy, welcome, Kingdom of Vinland. Pardon me. I've been talking for a while. So my point is, Dingo, that duality doesn't exist. That's part of the illusion. We're in a simulation of a simulation of a simulation inside a simulation. Oh boy. Yep. Which means truth doesn't exist. Well, yeah, but also lies don't exist either. So once again, it'll all collapse into a singularity. But we're looking for the closest that we can get. If I were to truly describe the entire universe, I would need infinite amounts of pen and paper. But for now, this is what we got. I'm looking for a close representation, like how the 4 cardinal directions. Those aren't actually the 4 cardinal directions. There are a lot of directions in between that, like literally infinite directions in between that, and but those are just generalizations of what things mean, and with that you can understand other things. So I'm looking for generalizations of truths. Of course, all of it's theory. Yeah, all of it's theory, but I mean, it's theory that makes sense and works. Kingdom of Vinland. If we're talking about multiverse things, I wonder if there's a universe where God of War's Kratos is a part of Greek mythology. There is, assuming there's infinite of them. Dingo Dingo says, the human mind can only conceive so much. That's true. I believe that that's sort of why limitation exists, because our brains can only, imagine so much. Without it, we'd just be pure oblivion. We'd be everything and nothing at the same time. We'd be across every single universe. But our brains sort of fine it down for us so we can have experience, or at least that's what I believe. I literally have a field day with Patrick's system. Oh. Boy, would I. Sam the Cannon says, but what is you? You wouldn't have to go down the spectrum of you too far to get to the point where you could argue a given universe. You is not you. What do I keep saying about non-duality? Non-dual, or not me and me is the same, in a way. There is no positive or negative. It's all just one system, man. Assuming there are infinite U's, there's also technically no U's because it all equals up to a singular void. That doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make sense when you first hear it, but the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Yes, you would, all 3 of them. Oh, jeez. How long are we going to keep running this? I wonder. Let's see how long we can go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to end in maybe 30 minutes from now. Once we reach 2 a.m., we'll wrap it up. There is no you because you are everything. There you go, CM. How long you got? Oh, I got all freaking night. I can do this literally forever if I wanted to. But, I mean, I gotta end it eventually. I'm sure my computer can only take so much here. Yes, everything and nothing at the same time. And those other weird in-betweens. What in-betweens? Yeah. Alright, peace out. Oh, you're going, CM? Alright, well, see you, man. It's been fun having you. Cheers. Oops, I just muted myself just there. Whoops. You'll figure it out one day, man. Oh, I already have, pal. I just can't put it into words clearly. I don't think you put enough trust in what I'm saying. Once again, very egotistical, but you know. Okay, the best way that I've ever heard it described was during one live stream that DH Thorne did. Uh, I think it was called "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like F This." Like it was supposed to be a parody of "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas," but there's a police car passing by there. The best description that I can possibly give right now is imagine two canyons with a gap between the middle. One, or no, imagine one canyon with a massive gap between the middle. One is labeled 0 or black, and one is labeled infinity or white. You can only perceive in a non or in a dual sense because you're only seeing from one side of it. You can't stand on both sides at the same time. Not only that, but there's also a gap in between that stops you from seeing where the bottom is. It's too dark to see down there. In other words, your mind is too limited to see the gap of where 0 and infinity connect. And so you're stuck in this sort of non or you're stuck in this sort of dual nature in the universe of which your mind is limited to. And not all of us are able to see the gap between that connects them both. Edgar Musing says, when you see the stars breathe and rocks flow like water, your perception of the universe and your part in it changes drastically. Are you describing some sort of experience you had to me? I bet that'd be interesting. I've seen some crazy stuff in the astral. Hey. Dingo, are you trying to do a Christopher Walken impression or something? Hey. What do you mean not astral? Sort of reaching that part of the night, eh, boys? Oh, physically. Yeah, I mean, technically there's no difference in between because, again, non-dualism, but we can distinct the two because of our limitations. How many people we got here? We got Magar Musings, Tuck Style, Dingo, and CM. Only 4 of us? Where is everyone? Oh, well. Oh, you're trying to go for the pirate thing. Aye. Yeah. Start to Athrith. Boys? Yep, you're one of the boys now. I'm forcing you to be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What do you mean? I'm not tired. Of course I'm not. Not at all. Never will be. Never will. Dudes. I'm just gonna start calling everyone on the chat men. Isn't that right, men? It's cool, you know. I prefer to hang out with the guys. Yeah. Dudes is gender neutral. Yeah, that's sort of the joke I was basing off uh, with saying something that isn't. Yeah, I know, dude. Just gender neutral. It's just you never really catch women saying the word dude. I mean, I'm not denying that there aren't people who are females that say it, but there's very few of them as far as I've seen. Astaroth, my kind of lady. Yep. Yep. She's fun. Uh, what is the name of that pendant symbol? Celtic, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. It's called a Triskele or a Triskelion, and it represents basically anything that has to do with the number three. Really. Um, I use it to represent non-dual positive negative, or sometimes physical astral oblivion. But that's my interpretation of it. That isn't what it really means. I'm pretty sure it just represents the threefold path, law of three, uh, made Mother Crone. It's a lot of stuff. Specifically, a lot of Wiccan stuff because they do a lot with Celtic symbolism. She is a bit of a hippie. Oh yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Astarte the hippie lady. I don't think I've gotten a single question except for that one. Kingdom just sent, except for maybe like two or three of them. I miss being a hippie. They were over when I was a teen. You can still be one. I'm definitely going to be like this for at least 30 years. Coke or Pepsi? Coke, all the way. Always Coke. I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? Pepsi actually does taste better. It's actually like molecularly supposed to taste better. But Coca Cola molecularly is a stimulant, it gets the brain going. So I prefer Coke over Pepsi most of the time. Coke allows me to think better. So I like Coke. It's a stimulant. Whilst Pepsi is just a nice drink. Um, Coke equals soda. No, it's pop. Um, Midgard says pineapple on pizza. Yes or no? I haven't. It's been a really long time since I've had pineapple on pizza, but I'm going to assume no. Those things don't mix well. Especially the original recipe. Scotch is my stimulant. I'm getting there, Jesse. I'm getting there. Just give me maybe a couple of years here. Not saying I'm going to be a crippling alcoholic, but it's definitely on my to-do list to at least have the experience of it. Hi, Skull. Yeah, you guys want me to grab another Coke? Sort of up to you. I mean, I don't want to appear as unhealthy as I actually am on camera, but screw it. May as well. I mean, if I'm gonna be here, I may as well show who I really am. I got it just prepared next to me. I have a 12 pack just in my room. Someday you will be reformed like avocados. Yeah, someday, but I'm not to the point where it's starting to damage me quite yet. So I can continue doing so without a care in the world until something actually starts happening. Cheers. Any of y'all work with the Goetia? Stuff's crazy. I mean, I haven't, but it's becoming more and more appealing. The more I read it, especially Prince Stolas. He's interesting. Awesome live stream. You gotta catch some sleep later, friends. Good night, David Rodenzo. It was nice having you, man. Good to have you around. So, what now? Doesn't surprise me that you're drawn to that prince. What do you mean? Doesn't surprise me that you're drawn to that prince. I don't get what you're saying. Are you calling me prince? Because if so, that's high respect. Funny how you guys call me prince and king, but not brother. You'd imagine that'd be a little bit higher on the scale, Doesn't surprise me that you drawn. Oh, okay. Goetia. Yeah, Stolas is interesting. He's lots of astrology, lots of herbalism, lots of stones, lots of wisdom in general. I mean, he's basically Odin but better, in my opinion. You can argue that, but I mean, he's really interesting. What is the prince reference? We're talking about Prince Stolas from the Ars Goetia. You know, the owl guy. Yeah, he's really cool. You see, for me, he's not really. He isn't just like herbalism, astrology, and stones. He knows a lot of stuff, specifically magic or philosophy based, or just spiritualism in general. He's like freakishly scary, or not freakishly scary, just like freakishly intelligent. Because I have done multiple Goetic. Oh, interesting. Dingo's got some experience here. All right, didn't expect that from you. I'll be back. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to show this off or not, because it is sort of crowded. But I got a sigil right there. I don't know if that's shown or not. There it is. Sigil of Stolas right there. Stolas, whatever. Yep. And also right next to this, I have my altar. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys the new design, but it's getting pretty crazy. Can you even see that? Wait. Okay. There we are. Yep. That's my altar currently. It's. I think I got too many things. What's going on here? Dude, 20 plus years, my dude. Cool. How do you think I know that you will hop pantheons? Yeah, I get it. I mean, I figured that out in 3. But that's interesting. Apologies if you see a bit of a mess in here. It's I haven't cleaned the place up in a while, but I intend to soon. The gift from what is it? What is the gift? Oh yeah, the salt lamp. I got a Himalayan salt lamp. It's really nice. It lights up when you plug it into something too. It has multiple colors. Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, you're surprised at my knowledge. No, I'm not surprised at the knowledge that you have. I don't doubt that you're a really intelligent person. I just don't really expect you to work with goetic or demonic things in general. I always thought that your thing was a lot more in the more pagan roots rather than demonic roots. It's a difference to me. One is spirits, one is gods. Like, you seem to be the kind of person that would go down maybe Chemitism, Hellenism, Norse mythology, obviously. You've done a lot of hopping around, I know. Pardon me. Oh, there are only 2 people here. Well, Astarte and Dingo, you're the last survivals. You're the last survivors here, so I guess once the last person leaves, end the stream. You assume too much, sir. Yes, I do, but assumption is always good because it can let you predict things. Even if you're wrong, there's a chance that you're right. Oh, you're here. Cool. That's strange. For some reason, the participants seem to be popping in and out for some reason. I got Astarte, Dingo, and Midgard here. Assumption is the mother of all F-ups. Yeah. You don't have to censor anything. It's fine to swear here. I won't do it, obviously, but I mean, I'm a kid on YouTube. That'll offend a lot of people, including my parents, probably. But you're cool with swearing. It's fine. Assumption is the mother of all F-ups. Yeah. Usually is. But assuming also sometimes works, especially if you can read psychology. I've been working on that. Not really great at it quite yet, but we're getting there. What was that? Oh. I am someone who seeks truth and paradox, but why teaches me things, and he is not like that, says Astarte. Oh no, I seek truth and paradox. It's just I collapse paradox into something non-dual. Well, actually, first I separate the paradox into like multiple other variations, and then I collapse that into non-dual. Eventually, that gets you somewhere. Dingo says I went to school for that. That's good. That's good. Ooh, we got 7 likes so far. That's interesting. How about this? I'm I'm enchanting the like button. Click it. You have a month of good luck. Why? Because why not? Dingo says, "Oh, absolutely. We can all learn from any source." Yeah, definitely. You see, there's another thing that I find concerning is I don't want to call it cancel culture, but that's sort of what it is. Like, I mean, I assume you guys know the story about EA Wedding, right? You guys know that guy? I really, really hope you do because he's like galaxy brain when it comes to freaking magic. EA Wedding got taken down because he was supposedly the influence of someone who committed something really terrible in the name of ritual, but he wasn't the one who did it. The guy who did the ritual and did something horrible that I'm probably not allowed to say here. The guy who did the ritual. Like, it wasn't EA Wedding's fault. He had no place in it whatsoever. It's just he says that he gathered inspiration from him. And for some reason, Wedding got taken down. Wedding is no longer on YouTube. You can find him nowhere. Because he was blamed as the source of the problem. That's ridiculous to me. He didn't do anything wrong. The guy that did the thing did something wrong. Right? Manson did the same thing. Speaking of hippies, I don't know enough about Manson to comment on that. But But yeah, it, um, focus on the art, not the artist. I'd say. Well, except for this case, focus on me. But you know, focus on both. And if the artist is a piece of crap, well, then you can uh, just focus on the art that he makes. Ah, dang it, can't do it again. You see, I feel like I gotta crack it, but then I never crack it. It's annoying. All right, well, we got about 15 more minutes until I'm gonna wrap up here. So if you got any finishing questions that you guys want answered, then I'm all for it. Yippee, says a star day. For some reason. Or own any paintings. Yeah. Lil Wyatt knows how I roll. No, I don't. I'm completely confused as to what you're talking about. Why did you say yippee just then? Tango says, or have any books? Yep. I bet you do like turtles, Jesse. What's happening? This thing just went from freaking non-dual experience talk to I like turtles. Scroll up. Uh, yeah, I'll get it. But all right, cool. Turtles can live for pretty long, can't they? Now scroll. I can't scroll down. That's it, Jesse. Haha, I just said I messed up on Coke, soda, and vape. Didn't even say the word pop once. You disappointed me, Astarte. Let's go left. You guys are just messing with me now. I know a death metal singer that started a children's book about turtles but never finished it. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, Jesse, you're messing with me. You silly goober. You silly goof. I'm trying to convince her. Got any questions? Could be anything. Could be literally completely unrelated. I'm going to scroll fourth dimensionally. I'm going to scroll in on myself. I thought I would encounter death metal, turtles, and children's books in the same comment. When is the next live stream? Whenever the hell you want. You pick a time. I'm sort of free for quite a long while. Like anything past 4 o'clock, at least. Like maybe. Okay, how about this? DH Thorne does his live streams Thursday at 10 p.m. Why don't I do my live streams Tuesday at 10 p.m.? Complete parallels. We can do that. Why not? Wouldn't that be interesting? Starte, she's a pretty awesome lady. Oh yeah, she is. She's awesome. She is a fun person to hang out with. Definitely. Dingo says, I'm a doom and black metal artist and soon to publish a children's book about an owl. Stolas, is that you? Yes, Astarte is really cool. You're right. You deserve to be entitled. You deserve to say that about yourself. You deserve to be prideful. Good for you. Yeah. I was meeting my death metal singer friend on the awesome. All right, we got 10 more minutes left here. There are 4 days of the week that start with the letter T. Name them. Tuesday, Thursday. Wait a minute. You little troll, you. It's just Tuesday and Thursday. What do you mean? Am I missing something? Dang it, Midgard, you suck. Tell me, what are they? Wait, that isn't a T? What is that? Is that like a hammer emoji? Or are the pixels just like compressed? Weird. Tuesday, Thursday to me. Those aren't days of the week, you silly goose. Is this a Nordic thing? May as well be. They're doing things all over the place. I mean, Thursday derives from Thurs, which derives from Thorn, which derives from Thurisaz, which derives from Thor. So, yeah, I guess it is. Jesse says, but aren't they? Yeah, I guess they are, but those aren't the names of the days. Because today and tomorrow can be different depending on which day it is. Why are we talking about this? How do we get to this level of bull crappery? Until next time. Until we meet again. This is like you pull a Skeletor meme on me. Start a hit me up. I want to share the doom. Everyone wants to share the doom. Wait, are you leaving, Jesse? What do you mean until next time? Alright, well, we got about 7 more minutes left until I'm going to end the stream. Any wrap-up questions, guys? Nice to meet you, Jesse. Yeah, it's spelled without the E. I mean, the I. Spelled without the I. Yeah, Jesse, he's fun. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Jesse is Midgard Musings. I'm not sure if you knew that or not, but that's his real name. Jesse Stillwagon. No, it's just GES. Wait, it's just JESSY. Or dang it, JESSE. There we go. Yes, Jesse. Likewise, Esther. Just throwing out some random BS. Well, yeah, I figured. Jesse, my name's Jeff. Come on. Have you been drinking, boy? No. Maybe a little. I haven't drinking Coke. That's for damn sure. You know, I've been drinking scotch. Where's my scotch? I remember that was a a meme that I think I pioneered over at your channel. Yeah, I know you're attacking me, Dingo. See, the difference between me and Jesse is he's drinking scotch right now. When I get older, I'll be drinking straight ayahuasca. So, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, NSA. What kind of wacko drinks, boy? I know what you're drinking, Jesse. I'm sipping bourbon. Yeah. I can't really talk a lot about beer or drugs or anything like that because it really gives me a bad look. Like a 14-year-old shouldn't know this, like how extensively much I know about these sort of topics. I promise I've never done anything. Dingo, you trying to get me in trouble? Wait, what? Um, I had to make the joke. Yeah. Well, it's 1:57 in the morning. I got nothing to do. I'm not tired, but I said that I was going to wrap up the stream here, and if I don't, then I'm scared that something is going to break. So, it's been fun having you guys. This is Wyatt Coverdale. Cheers to everybody who joined. I don't remember all your names, but I know that you were here. Thank you all. You're very great. Ayahuasca's got jinxed you, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun, everybody. Thank you for joining, and catch you in the next one. Cheers.